and she's a big fan of bondage and BDSM.
Ooh.
And she's empathetic.
Ooh.
And they sent me a picture of how she wants her to look like, and she's basically strung up by ropes.
Oh, like Sayuri.
Kind of.
That's nice.
Hmm.
And then, let me see.
So you said something about a Wookiee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aaron,
Wow.
are you a Wookin?
Yeah, I'm a Wookin.
Okay.
Green Bean. And John's JoJo. I felt like a Wookin was the most... Hey, it looks like we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Nah, we're not live.
Are we alive, though?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
We're kicking.
We're kicking?
Yeah.
Well, what are we? Wait, it says we're on episode 9. Are we on episode 9? John, are you sure we're on
I
episode?
did not change that. I gotta do that right now.
Dumbass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm slacking, man.
Yeah, you
Slack
are.
and crap, lack it.
Jared, are you
What
taking
happens
commission?
when you have clinical depression?
I am taking commission.
You're taking commissions, huh?
Yes, I am. I have one, and I'm afraid to do it. I have one offer of someone else.
Are you gonna plug in your shit on this podcast so people can hit you up for those commissions?
Yeah, you gonna plug so I can start putting the
sure.
stuff in the description?
Yeah, I'll. Let me see. Let's see if I can go.
Yeah, if you
on my
wanna
profile.
put the link in the Discord chat, and then I'll just paste it in the description.
That's what I was gonna do. You know me so well, John.
There we go.
Tell me how much money I need to put in your pocket to make this happen.
Fucking $20. I mean.
All right,
yeah.
I'll take 4.
Take 4. I mean, do they have to be half naked? So that's pretty much all the chicks I've done so far have been half naked. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you one of the more recent ones I've done. I don't know if I.
This is a boy.
That's a boy?
It's a boy.
You're obsessed with boys.
I'm obsessed with feminine anime boys.
It says
Are
my
you?
files.
Oh
It
my god, I
says-
love her. She's so cute. I love
It's
her.
a boy.
The he.
Oh.
And he wants to be an idol, and it's adorable.
Oh
And
wow, that's a dude.
I
Oh my
feel
gosh.
like a majority of people are afraid to. I feel like Rico could have been a Catholic church, and like going to a Catholic church.
What? No.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
No.
You could have been
If I
a
were to step
preacher.
into a church, I would die by bursting of flames.
Same here.
I'm a fan of the anime traps, as John would know.
Mm-hmm. All too well.
You want to know who the worst trap is? Haku. Because people are like, oh, Haku from Naruto. And I'm like, that's like, no.
That's entry level.
That's not good enough. My traps exceed that. Like a Stoffel. He's awesome. And I still have that. By the way, that picture you drew, Aaron, still like my wallpaper. It's amazing. People at work sometimes like ask to see my phone for a second.
I did my best. I think I did very well on the shading on her back or his back.
Hey Aaron. If I pay you, will you draw me? Can you draw me a furry if I pay you?
And
No.
are you afraid? What's
The
up?
fuck you mean? No.
No.
Really, dude? Even if I pay you.
I guess.
How
It
much would you
depends.
charge? 50?
It depends.
I have
What's
a
a
long
furry?
list.
I know
I have
you
like
do.
6.
Okay, I'll throw in an extra
I-
20 to make me a priority.
Just saying it, not me.
It's terrible. Fuck
I
all
was
the people
considered a
online
furry
already.
too.
John, stop.
Is it?
Aaron's audio is messing up.
It is messing up, isn't it? Well, he's got
What?
to handle that.
When are we gonna live stream, guys? I'm falling asleep a little bit.
We're live streaming now.
Oh, really? Holy shit!
Everyone wants to know how much you want that furry.
We didn't do introductions. Fuck you.
This is the introduction.
Yeah, this is the pre-roll.
Oh shit. Well, I talked about furries last time, so fuck it. I want a dirty ass picture. I don't care.
Okay, so does the dick have to be like red? Like a dog?
First of all, well, I do like wolves. I like wolf furries.
God damn it.
Do they have clothes, or do they gotta be like shirtless with pants on?
Oh yeah, the shirtless. Hold on, let me post you what I like, dude.
John, every time I think of furry, I can't help but think of that Zootopia comic.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, no.
I don't want this baby. And all the fucking memes of it.
I remember those were like, and it died right as the Tide Pods happened. So like, I have this rare Tide Pod Zootopia comic meme.
Oh, where
how do I post pictures?
She smacks it out of him.
It's great.
But so Aaron, if I give you 30, does that mean you'll draw mine first or what?
I'll see.
All right, so 50.
2 years.
But you have to draw the dick.
Oh, whoa.
60.
Whoa.
45.
Yo, how do I post pictures?
And I'm very picky about my.
There's a plus on the side of the text box.
Just found it. Sorry. Allow Discord to access photos, media, and follow your device while everyone else does. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm in. All right. When it comes to anime trap dicks, they have to look cute. If they don't look cute, then there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
John,
posted my fantasy in the chat, y'all.
John,
I'll be sure to share it
on a daily basis. John, how many dirty pictures do I send you?
I don't
Too
know.
many, I'm guessing.
Like
of me.
Recently, it's been pretty rare. It's been like, I don't know, 2 or 3.
But how much would it normally be?
I don't know. It varies wildly.
Me and John's private messages is pretty much my catalog of all my anime porn.
Wow.
I just sent it to him. Like, I'm gonna save this for later, so I could delete it off my phone. I have too much space in here. Too much memory is being taken.
What is it? I'm trying to like not draw porn or hentai.
All right,
but that's what's gonna make you money, dude. That's what's gonna make you money.
All you need is.
I mean, my parents look at my DeviantArt, and I'm like trying to.
This is why you need a pen name.
You need to keep your shit private, dude.
Yeah, secret identity.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the internet is all about. Secret identity, dude. The internet.
You have your DeviantArt, and you're gonna set up a Patreon, and if people pledge at least $5, they get access to the lewds. If they pledge $10,
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, for real.
You have it behind a paywall. You get the safer work version, and then after they pay for the Patreon, then yeah, you get it all.
It's very hard. This just adds more work for me because I have to draw them with and without clothes.
And it's probably gonna be treated like.
That's why you use layers.
That's the life, dude. You chose this life, bro. You chose this life.
Look,
give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
Give me what I want. Take my money.
What is it? Did y'all get the 3 photos that I sent?
No.
Oh wait, no, it's on a messenger. It's on the.
Oh yeah, let me check that.
Oh yeah, I left that because you guys will blow up the crap.
The file's too big to.
Let's see.
I don't. I'm like, I only get on when it's time for us to do videos. That's about it.
It never fails. Every Saturday, I'll be at work and then my phone's just nonstop vibrating my butthole. And I'm like, what the hell?
Why is your phone in your butthole?
Because I keep it in my back pocket.
See, I don't do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let me see if I can.
All right, I'm gonna try and make a slideshow of all the pictures that you guys send me. So
Cool.
be cautious.
Because
Proceed with caution.
Oh, be cautious. Oh wow, Rico. Be cautious. Rico sends the fucking. God damn it! I guess are my files too large?
God damn it!
That sucks. I think my files are.
Ew. Okay, who just posted a picture of shit in the chat?
Over.
Huh?
John just posted a picture of poop.
Discord.
What the fuck, dude?
Oops, I almost had a bad picture. That wouldn't be good.
What type of bad picture? Okay.
Okay, Aaron, you said you sent 3 pictures.
By the way, John, my birthday's coming up, and I would, just throwing a hint there. Just throwing
and speaking. Oh, when your birthday, Rico?
John. I mean, you're a resourceful guy. You could make something happen. That's the only thing on my wish list.
Mm-hmm.
That or
yeah, Aaron. What am I getting for my birthday, Aaron?
Furry.
Yay!
Where did Aaron go?
Yeah, died.
He's not even in the thing anymore. He left.
Yeah, he died. That's what happens.
That's what happens. All right, so that's been the podcast. John, are you posting up these pictures on the podcast?
I'm posting some pictures. I'm looking for those 3 that Aaron said he sent.
Okay, goddamn. What the hell's going on? I keep getting lagged out, or
it's because you're drinking.
It's probably
blacking out.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You got your Wi-Fi drunk.
Ugh, it's about time.
So I can't send your beverage of choice.
Well, right now I'm drinking bourbon whiskey. But I really don't have a preference. I prefer alcohol than I do beer. I'm not a big beer guy.
Yeah.
You don't like manly drinks?
What do you mean manly drinks? What is that supposed to be?
No, it's a stupid video that I think John showed me about a guy complaining about how you get ridiculed if you don't drink beer. It's like piss.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. I don't care.
I gotta drink beer. Disgusting.
It's manly. Yeah. You gotta have a
I remember that Rico took me to a hooker bar. Or, not a hooker bar, but
a hooker bar.
Yeah, a hookah bar.
A hookah bar.
But yeah, he took me there, and then he's like, "Dude, what are you gonna drink? Because you're gonna drink, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'll have sex on the beach."
So what was hey, you know what, John? No, fuck that. So I went to a bar one time, and a friend of mine, she ordered sex on the beach, and when the bartender gave it to her, it looked fucking gorgeous, and it wasn't like a shot glass. It was like its own fucking this big ass tall glass, and it looked fucking good. It had Fruit Loops on it. I was just like, that looks fucking. I was like, that looks fucking delicious, and I went up to the barkeep, and I was just like, hey. I want one of those. I want a sex on the beach. And he looked at me and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's a woman's drink? And I was just like, sorry? And he was just like, look, hold on. I'm going to set you up with a drink. And that's what I'm drinking right now, which is the old fashioned.
Ooh. That's a good one.
It's very good. It's nice and delicious. I like the orange taste to it.
It's super simple, and they charge so much for it.
I know. The last time I went to one of Fred's shows where he was performing at a bar, I went and I asked for an old fashioned, but they didn't have any Origins or the bourbon. So they tried using a different alcohol, and they didn't have a lot of it, and there was like half a shot in it. And they just poured it. They were like, it's on the house. So I was just like, I just got a free shot. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
But have you ever been to Wing Daddies?
Yeah, I've been there.
Wing Daddies.
I love that freaking that drink that they make. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they put the popsicle in it.
Oh,
It's that one that's like red, white, and blue popsicle, and they just stick that bad boy in there.
I'll look it up.
Oh, that sounds good, dude. I want it. Shit.
I remember people used to like eyeball me when I drink margaritas at Taco Cabana. I'm like, fuck you. This is an alcoholic slushy. It's great.
It's alcoholic slushy. Yeah, I had a. Well, I was gonna say I had something that was like that, but it doesn't sound as feminine when I say it. In my. I had a. It was a Jack and Coke, but it was like a slushy Coca-Cola or a slushy Coke, and it was with Jack Daniels in it, and it wasn't even like normal Jack. It was like Gentleman Jack, and I was just like, this is fucking delicious.
You see, I got John. Next time we hang out, I want you to try my new favorite fucking thing in the world to drink like 500 of them every day, and that's Smirnoff screwdrivers. They're
oh my god, those are delicious.
It tastes like Sunny D.
They do, dude. I drank like 4 one time.
And it's great because they're like, I think they're like 5% or something, but like they straight up taste like Sunny D. Like I don't even taste anything but Sunny D. And I'm like,
Rico,
I love it.
I got one for you. Okay, check this out. You get vanilla vodka, and any orange soda in the right ratios. They taste like the orange creamsicles, and then you could put like whipped cream on it, and it fucking tastes delicious.
Holy shit! I'm gonna do it.
You know, as far as beer goes, there's only one beer I can have, but it has to be dressed up, and that's Dos Equis.
Dos Equis?
Yeah.
Yep, fucking called it. I knew it
like,
because I'm the same way.
Like I even have this freaking thing that coats the beer bottle like awesome. You pop the bottom open, you fill it up with the beer salt, right? And then after you lime up the neck of the bottle, you just put it in the container and you like put it upside down, and it just coats it perfectly. Don't even have to do any work.
Damn.
And I just pop a lime in there, and I'm like,
You feel fresh as fuck or what?
Exactly.
Well, I hate the fact that there's like man drinks and women drinks. It's like let people drink whatever the fuck they want, dude. Because there's girls who drink like the manliest, quote unquote, manliest drink, and then like they don't want to drink that bullshit beer all the time.
Oh,
I like flavor.
you guys want to? You guys want to hear a funny story? A really funny story?
Yeah,
sure.
I made a horrible mistake of forgetting I had work one day, and I drank a Four Locos like 2 hours before I forgot that I had work, because it was one of those days where I didn't go until 6. So like I had my whole day. So I went to gas station, got 2 Four Locos, came back, and I was just I forget what I was playing, but I think I was playing like a One Piece game, and I was just drinking it, and I was like, oh man, this feels great. Popped open another one, drank half of it. I'm like, yep, I'm getting there. And then I get a text from one of my buddies saying, hey, just to let you know, I switched my shift with someone or whatever, so and so will be closing with you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I'm already like buzzed. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck? And then like I look at my schedule, I'm like, oh shit. And so I was like, uh-oh, what do I do? And then me and my poor decision making thought, well, I only have half of this Four Locos, but if I put it in the fridge, it's not gonna like keep. So I gotta finish it, or else I feel bad that I wasted it.
Rico.
So I downed it, and I was like, all right, I can do this. And
it's all right. One time I got drunk so bad,
breaking the law.
I woke up the next morning and I was still drunk, and I went to work. And I was like still like groggy, and I wasn't paying attention, and I broke some of the dishes behind me. And they're like, "Oh, are you all right, dude?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I just got a headache. My head kind of feels dizzy."
It's like sad Hershey over here.
The best part is, so I get to work, right? So I'm there, and I'm just because I wash dishes for a living, so normally I'm like all over the place, but today I'm like, I'm gonna stay in this one spot because I can't move. Like, and I'm like, I'm gonna rely on everyone else, to do it. And so there I am, stacking shit, putting things away. And then when they leave, I'm like, all right, I'll be fine, right? And so I'm getting I'm pushing the bus cart, and I'm like, it's a good thing I don't drive right now, because I was swerving that shit, and I was like bumping into so many people's ankles. I was like,
oh my.
Like I bumped into like the manager's ankles. Like it wasn't like hard. It was like boom. Like I tapped him. I was like, oh my bad. And I tried moving and I tapped him again. Oh shit. All right. You know what? sorry. Like, and they're like, and they didn't think anything was wrong. They just thought I was like tired. They're like, are you all right? You seem kind of tired. I'm like,
Is
oh
everything
no,
all right at home?
I am not even on this earth right now. Like, you don't understand.
Oh my God, Rico.
And they weren't just the regular Four Locos. They were the gold ones, and those are the 14% ones instead of the usual 12% ones.
Now, what if your dumbass got caught?
Nah, I've done worse. You should have seen me in my manager days back at Domino's. I used to drink at work.
Wow.
Because they drove me to drink, John.
Yeah.
Remember those days? Like, I just show up and I knew all the blind spots, and I had this other worker that was with me, and we were both like showed up early in the morning, and then our tradition was to go into the walk-in, crack open like the Jack Daniels, pour a shot, and then down it with Dos Equis. Or like, all right,
kind of makes me want a clamato almost.
Ah, that does sound good.
Y'all are some drunk motherfuckers.
We're not drunk or not.
Not yet.
Though I would.
Yeah, I was about to say yet.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with Rico and drinking. I think that would be fun.
You know, it's funny because
that'd be fun to have just a.
I was telling John a few days. It was around New Year's. My mother went to go buy a bottle of tequila because the place they were going, they're gonna make margaritas, and so she wanted to bring some to make sure there was enough, right? And the next day I wake up and it's still there, and I'm like, "Hey mom, like what happened?" And it's like a big thing of tequila. I was like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Oh, they already had like plenty, so I didn't even use it." And so I was telling John, like, "Dude, there's like a fucking bottle of tequila in my house. My mom doesn't want it. I don't know I don't know what to do right now." And so like I've just been working on it. Like I just been working on it, and it's just there. I've been making margaritas, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is my bottle, and I didn't have to pay anything for it.
I have a funny drunk story. I think I told you guys already, but I want the listeners to hear it. So remember when I mentioned the cyst under my arm? So we were gonna do ghetto surgery on it. So I said I want to get very drunk so I can't feel you cut my arm and then like drain the cyst. So we had like vodka, fire water, and it was like that Everclear. What is it, Everclear? I think.
Oh.
Something like that. So and then like the fire whiskey on top of that. Then I don't know if it was sake or something. We had something else. Well, I remember is like I got drunk, but it was all for nothing because she took she I think it was a scalpel. She took it, she poked the cyst. I felt it. We got 3 drops of blood out and a little bit of pus, but it didn't fully drain. So I said I did all that shit for nothing, and then I threw up 3 times back to back. Like my whole face was on fire. My head was hurting, and I'm like just going in and out. I'm rolling on the floor. Like it hurts. Like my throat's burning. And she's just like, hold still. So she's still trying to get it drained. And I'm just like, it hurts, dude. I feel it. And she's like, you do? It was all in vain.
Oh man.
God
so
damn.
I took my stupid ass to a dermatologist.
Well, you know, that is a great story. But I got another story that involves a cyst that you just reminded me of, and I'm very upset because I do not like this story because it's embarrassing, and I was getting shit for it for weeks and weeks and weeks. But before we get to that story, I gotta tell Aaron this story.
All
right.
I'm listening.
You mentioned something like this earlier, but this happened to me about a month ago where I was drinking so much, having a good time, where I hate when you drink and you're having such a good time, right? And you don't throw up or nothing, right? But then you wake up and you still are drunk. Because that shit happened to me once, like about a month ago. You know, I was like, drinking a bunch of screwdrivers, then after I ran out of screwdrivers, I had some dose. I couldn't even taste it anymore because I was already too far gone. It was just like water at that point. I'm like, I'm thirsty. And I remember I was drunk texting John because I do that a lot for some reason. I don't know why, him specifically. He'll get messages at 3 a.m, like, what's up? Like, and then I was like, oh, all right, I feel good. I like wobbled my way. Oh, and it was like a gang because I was on the second story. So every time I went to get another beer, I was like, two-step. Oh, okay. I'm good. But then I was fine. I was like, man, I'm fucking good at this. And then I wake up and I'm like, I get up and I'm like tumbling to like the restroom. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still drunk. Like,
oh my god!
I thought when you wake up it goes away. What the hell? Like, but now I want to tell you about this stupid cyst that I had that was literally above my ass crack.
Oh,
like, okay,
classy broads.
The very end of your spine, where your butt crack begins. That's where it was, and it was so embarrassing because it was like a big ass one too. Because at first I thought it was just like a little like bump, you know,
yeah,
or something like. Because sometimes you get random bumps in your body and then they just go away, and it did irritate me and everything. And then eventually it started bothering me to where I couldn't even sleep anymore. Because if I slept on my side, it would hurt, or I slept on my back, it would hurt. I have to sleep on my stomach, which I could never do, so I'd never get to sleep. So I go to the med clinic because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I never had a cyst before. I didn't know what cysts were. I just heard of them, you know. And they tell me it's a cyst, like after I describe it, and they're like, "Oh, well, we could go ahead and cut that bad boy right now." And I'm like, I mean, like you're gonna see my butt, like. And they're like, "Would you prefer a male or a female?" And I'm like, "It depends. Let me see some of the males. Do they look like anime traps or what?" No. So I'm like, "All right, I'll get a female." And I'm thinking like, okay, well, hopefully it's like not a super old lady, you know, because then I feel still weird. But if it's too young, it'll also feel weird. But then the lady that ended up coming in, it looks like a stereotypical lunch lady. I'm like, oh my god. And fucking, so I'm laying down. They told me to strip, like, completely strip. I don't know why.
The hell?
Like, I was like, can I at least keep my shirt on? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, whatever. They lay down the parchment paper or whatever on the big old thing that you lay down on.
Parchment
paper. I'm laying on this butt ass naked, right? Like my taint's everywhere, like, and I'm cold. I'm super cold. My nips are getting hard. I feel I'm pressing against the parchment, and I'm like, "This is." I'm like, I don't want to do this. And then the doctor comes in, and she's like, "What do we have here?" And then I feel her hand up on my ass, like she's trying to like feel around the cyst, and I'm like, I gotta fart. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And so I started clenching my cheeks unknowingly. And she's like, "Oh, am I making you nervous?" I'm like, "No." Like I felt like
said yes.
I felt like Jack Black from Nacho Libre, just fucking clenching my cheeks.
These are my stretchy pants.
But then, like, she starts numbing me, right? And it was the most painful shit. Because have you guys ever had butt shots before, in general?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big-ass needle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
yeah, I had to take 5 of those to numb it in different areas. And it was so bad. And she's like, she was like, I've never had one before, but I always heard that they're painful, right? And she's like, all right, so I'm going to have to numb it, all right? It's going to take a few, like, injections, so, you know, grit your teeth, you know, it's going to be bad. I'm like, it can't be that bad. I'm not a bitch. And then, like, unintentionally, I was like, you fucker. And she's like, it's okay. Call me what you need to. It's going to be all right. I'm like, oh! And then, like, I'm like, oh, no. Like, this can't be worse. I can't feel my ass and I farted. The numbness loosened my cheeks. No, it smelled. And she was trying not to, like, I guess she was trying not to embarrass me, so she was trying to, like, you know, tough it out. But then I heard her go, oh. I was like, I'm sorry. But she's still putting injections in me. Like, we're on injection like number 3 in a different area. It still fucking hurts. I'm like, when does the numbness kick in from the pain?
Oh my god.
She's like, we're getting there. And then and it's every time she would rub the area to like I guess spread it right. But my cyst is still there. So she's pushing my cyst and I'm like, fuck! This is unbearable. And so like after she puts in the 5th one, right? Oh my god. Like this like to this day, this was like 3 years ago. To this day, I've never had anything come close to that much pain. Of just having a big ass needle jammed 5 times, right? And so she cuts it, and I could feel like the fucking blood and shit, like I could, I could feel the warmness, I guess you could say, coming out.
Oh yeah.
Like oh god, right? And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good, right? And then she's like, all right, I'm gonna send another nurse to put in the gauze. I'm like, what? How deep was the cut? Apparently, it was super deep. They had to gauze that shit.
They tend to be pretty deep.
And so here she comes, right? With gauze. I'm like, gauze? I've seen this shit in Grey's Anatomy. I don't want to. What? No! And so they're like jamming in that gauze, and they have to like stick it in the hole. And I'm like, ah! Like, because the numbness was like, it wasn't that. Like, okay, I was still kind of numb, but I could feel it poking around my insides, and that felt weird.
Not used to the penetration?
Mm-mm. But then they gauze it up, right? And then I'm like, okay, and they're like, okay, you're good, you can get dressed now. I stand up, and I feel like a girl after she just had sex for the first time, like couldn't walk.
Shut the fuck.
Like my legs were wobbling, and I was like, oh god. And the reason why it wasn't just because they were numb, it's because apparently I lost a lot of blood, like because it was like a nasty. And get this, they didn't pack the gauze right because I saw there was drops where I was walking from, and I looked around and I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm bleeding. I have a new butthole on top of my butthole and it's bleeding. And so they had to take out the
anus is bleeding.
They had to take out the gauze, and it's like fucking like 20 meters, and I'm like, oh my god, you're literally pulling string out of my ass, like, and they had to repack it, and it was just terrible, and my mom was laughing.
I probably would have been laughing.
That's fucked up.
And I was like, god damn it. It was just so bad. Like, it was just so... But I'll tell you what, though. When the numbness went away and I got my blood flowing again, whoo, felt good to sit down. Like, But the only other thing that was more painful, well, not more painful, but almost as painful, was when it came time for me to take out the gauze. I did it myself.
Oh.
I was standing in the fucking bathtub. I was like, all right, here we go. How long can this be? And I swear to God, I did like maybe like 6 to 7 like full like arm span pulls. And I'm like, oh God. Like I dropped to my knees. This is bad.
Oh my God.
I know. And it was painful. And again, it was so painful that when I got up, I couldn't keep my balance and I was wobbling on my fucking legs. I was like, did I just get like a fucking dick rammed in my ass? Like, I don't get it. I hope it was a Stolfos, but anyway.
Jesus Christ.
That was bad. And then I like kept it in a bag and I threw it at my mom and she was like, ah! And I was like, that's what you get.
Ew!
Well, it didn't touch her. It was in a Ziploc bag.
This sounds like you after that whole ordeal. I'm posting something. I'm posting something. It's you.
Shut up. Not, and it was bad. And there is one more follow-up story to this painful trilogy. It was about a week later, right? A week later. And I would keep feeling it because I could feel like where the divot was of where it was. Because there was like pretty much a little hole there. Like a closed hole. Like a little, ditch, right?
Oh, that's
good.
And,
I forgot but I was reaching for something, like bending down, and I swear I don't know how this happened because I guess it just wasn't fully healed, right? my butthole ripped open.
Wait.
Like the gauze after I pulled it out and it was healing and there was that little divot, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know how. I'm not making this up because it fucking scared the shit out of me because I felt it rip, but it just opened, like snapped, like pop.
Wait, your butthole or
the thing, my new butthole,
the extra butthole.
Yeah,
I'm double checking that it's the right butthole that was
my vagina butthole. But like I felt it, like it felt like a rubber band breaking.
Okay, yeah, that's.
And immediately, I just feel a stream of warmness going down like my ass crack, and I'm like, I gotta go. And I was just packing toilet paper, and I'm like it didn't even hurt. It just more freaked me out, and I was like, can this just go away? Like, and to this day, I can still feel that divot, and I'm like, God. And that's my Cyst story, my trilogy of pain and suffering.
Trilogy.
I wish it was in my own.
Can I tell you guys my wisdom? I told you guys my wisdom teeth story. But I don't think I told Rico. Yeah, the wisdom teeth. So since I was the dental office I was at, they were like, well, the orthodontist surgeon only comes around once a year, so if you wait till next year, you have like one tooth that's already infected, so you might as well get all four of them pulled up at the same time. We don't know what's going to happen within the year if you wait. And I was like, okay, I don't mind. The day that I get there, they run out of the gas to put you to sleep. So they said, yeah, lucky me. So they were like, all right, so we're out of gas. We're going to give you Novocaine. I was like, what is that? It's going to numb you, but we have to inject you with it. So that's going to be 15 needles in your mouth injecting the Novocaine. 15 fucking needles. And
that's
I cried so... Yeah, they gangbanged my mouth with Novocaine. It was like two at the same time. It was awful. And then like it was numb, so I didn't feel pain. Well, I kind of did because like they were putting so much pressure to dig these fucking teeth out. And then so after I'm coming out and my face is swelled up, I look like I can't even a fucking pufferfish. My face is just swollen, so I'm trying to like call into work, and I'm just on the phone like, hey guys, can you tell my supervisor can't come in today? And they're like, what? What? I said, you know what? I'm gonna take the bus to my job. And my roommates were like, don't go, Jesus Christ. I was drooling. I couldn't eat. I couldn't swallow anything. Like every time I tried to drink something, it would just automatically come back up. So I'm drooling on myself. Blood's coming out. The juice is coming out. It was nasty. I'm trying to chew food. That shit's slipping out of my mouth because I can't fucking chew. I had to get applesauce. They had to tilt my head back and put applesauce in my throat, and I'm almost choking because it's still trying to come up because I can't move my fucking mouth at all. Then the worst thing is on that day there was like donuts, and they were like, we're gonna eat these donuts in front of you, Alexis, but you can't have none. And I'm just like, eat my ass, bitches. Which I could hardly get out because again my fucking jaw is numb. So it's just like, man,
that's special.
Fucking hate you, yeah.
That's special.
I hated it. And then my wisdom teeth, I didn't get dry socket. I was determined not to get dry socket. I shoved my mouth full of gauze that entire time. I said, fuck dry socket, because I heard that hurts like a bitch. To have my face filled up with it. But the thing is, they said I couldn't eat through a straw, and I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to eat? I can't chew. I can't suck. How am I going to eat?
Inject.
Swallow. Just straight swallow it.
Gotta blow.
Gotta blow. There you go.
There you go. You know,
I'm
just happy. I'm just so happy that it was over. But looking back, I was like, God, and then I'm kind of like going in and out. So I almost ran into a wall if it wasn't from my roommate. Because I'm like, I thought I lost my phone, so I'm running around everywhere trying to look for it. I'm almost running into shit. Look crazy.
You know,
see, I don't have any weird medical stories like that. Mine are just because I'm stupid. Like when I was younger, I used to live over in the duck pond where John and Fred used to live, or over by the duck pond in Heritage. And me and my brother went out and were riding bikes, and there's this like kind of like hill where there's a walkway, and there was these kids like riding their bikes down the hill, going fast as they can. But at the end of it, there was like this little divot where it was like dug in, and there was like a little dirt ramp. So the kids would like go, and then they would hit the dirt ramp, and then they would jump over the divot. And I was just like, oh yeah, that looks cool. That looks awesome. I want to do that. So me and my brother are like waiting, and like we're waiting for him to go by, and then my brother's too scared to go. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll go then. So I go down, and I instead of hitting it straight on, I kind of like clipped the little dirt ramp off to the side, and my wheel just got shot up in the air, and then it went straight down into the little divot where, yeah, it went just straight in there. And the thing is that that little divot was just the size, like the exact size of my front tire on my bike. So it just put it to like my bike to a halt, and I have like an extreme grip when I get into dangerous situations. So I kind of just held onto my bike, and my bike just started doing like 10 flips, like front flips. And it got to the point where I got thrown off my bike finally. I fell in front of it, and then the handlebar, like it did like a stoppie it did like a stoppie where the back wheel was in the air and the front wheel was still on the ground. And then I was looking at it, and I just saw the handlebars come and slap me in the face. And everyone's just like sitting there. No one comes to like check if I'm okay. They're all just sitting there like, is he alive?
Crazy.
And my brother,
dumbass.
they're like, is he alive? And my brother's just like, I don't know that guy. Who the fuck's that guy?
Right.
And then I just get up like a zombie, and I like find a tree, and I just stand next to the tree, and I put my hand on the tree, and I'm just like, fuck.
It's the same with me. I had like I've just learned to ride a bike because it's really like I was scared of riding a bike until I was like 10, and then when I started riding it, like I just really jumped into it, and I was doing like sharp turns, and eventually I was just going up and down the street, going as fast as I can, trying to make the sharp turns, and then I just make a sharp turn that's like really low to the ground, like it's kind of like where you curve in to make the turn, and I got really low, and then I actually ended up scraping my knee as I was doing the turn, so my whole knee after that, like I fell off the bike, but like afterwards my knee had a scab covering like the whole thing for a long time.
I know how that feels.
Ouch.
No,
everyone fell off their bike, I think.
Oh, I didn't fall off a bike. I fell off a miniature motorcycle when I was a kid. I didn't have a bike. I mean, I had a bike, but what is it? My parents were in a motorcycle club, and they got me and my brother little miniature motorcycles, but they weren't like those electrical ones that you charge. They were gas-powered ones that were powered like by a lawnmower engine. And mine looked like just a normal chopper from like American Chopper from that was back on Discovery Channel. Kind of looked like one of those where it had like the fat wheel in the back, and then the other front wheel was like very far up front. And we would me and my brother would just ride around our block, the cul-de-sac and everything. And when I was going down the street, I was trying to do a turn and turn around, and like halfway going down the street, and when I was doing it, I was getting close to the sidewalk. I was getting close to the sidewalk, and then I was just making a very wide turn, but I wasn't paying attention, and I made it a little too wide, and I was a little big for the bike, so my legs were out, like flared out a bit, and there was a mailbox, and this is where I told you that tough grip comes back into play, because when my legs were flared out, it hit the mailbox and it caught on. And instead of just yanking me off like the bike, my hands, I basically did a wheelie and I shot the bike up into the air.
Nice.
And then after it landed, it slid another like 20 feet, and my entire arm and my leg and my hip, because my leg got pinned underneath the bike and it was just dragging me along. Because my dad, like, it had a safety, like a safe speed, like 20 miles per hour. But my dad went and tuned it so it could make it go faster. So we were going like 40 miles per hour on it. So when I shot up and I slid and I didn't cry because I want to say I was in like 5th grade. I was just like yelling due to the pain. I was like, fuck. And my entire arm was just an entire scab, like from my elbow to like where my wrist and my pinky was just an entire scab. Like all of my forearm was fucked. But it was nice because it came in handy because I had a science fair project that was due, and I just did it on centrifugal and centripetal force because I'm a fucking nerd. And I used my accident to gather people around, but it didn't really work. It'd be like, oh yeah, centrifugal and centripetal force go very well together, but if one outdoes the other, then accidents happen like this. And then I would like raise up my arm so everyone would see how like mangled it was. There was just no skin. So I would have like people gathered around, and then I'd show my arm and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this? This kid's like a ghoul from Fallout," and they'd walk away.
Yeah.
That's hot.
It was very hot. It was so sexy.
Why is there echo?
Somebody's not using headphones.
Me?
I'm using headphones.
I'm using my Bluetooth headphones.
I'm using a headset.
Dumbass. Here we
A lot of feedback. Rico, did you see the episode?
Hold on. Okay, so real quick though, I got one good story about my wisdom teeth.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
It's when I had to get 4 removed at the same time, and you know, it's one of those days. I didn't know that I didn't know gas was an option apparently, because they just stuck needles in there without me even knowing.
Yeah, I think it's on Aaron's side.
Is it?
Yeah, it's popping green when I hear the echo.
That's weird. I don't know. Let me move my mic further away from my face.
Dumbass. But so I'm laying there, and they're like, "You want to watch some Netflix?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like, I'll watch some Netflix. And so I'm laying there, and they're like prepping me and shit, doing the X-rays, and in my head I'm like thinking like, you know, when am I gonna see some Netflix? Because they didn't like put it on the little TV. And then like she leaves, the other doctor comes in, and she's like, "All right, let's get started." And I have like shit in my mouth. I'm like, oh. But I'm trying to say like, what the fuck is my Netflix? I want to see season 2 of Daredevil. And but I already got like like shit in my mouth, like, and they start. She brings out this needle, and in my head I'm like, the fuck is this for? Okay. And then she's like, okay, we're gonna just do some injections here to numb all 4 sides, because you're getting all 4 put out. I'm like, okay, this is weird, but so it goes in, and I'm like, oh god, like they didn't hurt as bad as the butt ones, but it just feel like someone was really jabbing something into your mouth, obviously. But like, I bared with it. But they end up like like pulling them out, and then they put in the little sucking thing, and I just see it scooping out nothing but blood, and I'm like, okay, because blood gets me kind of like queasy when it's my blood specifically.
Bitch.
And I'm like, and I'm just seeing like, okay, like close your mouth, like, and then just see all this blood. I'm like, you're gonna kill me. And like it's like after all that's done, it wasn't that bad, but it's just like my whole mouth is just fucking destroyed. Like I'm having trouble like moving my lips or whatever, like anyone else would. And then my mom's like, "All right, well, you want to go to Las Palapas?" And I'm like,
Wanna go to
"Okay."
McDonald's?
Like
okay, I fill my
go for
mouth.
some
You want to
tacos.
go?
I could go for some tacos. So we get there, we sit down, and like I have to drink my tea sideways because I couldn't close my lips right. So I'm there drinking it like all sideways and shit, looking like a retard. I'm like, and they bring me my food, and it's like just a simple like two Ben cheese tacos. I'm like, sweet. So I pick one up. I'm gonna dig in, and like I felt like a baby. Like that food was coming out the side of my mouth. I was like, this is not good, and I couldn't taste it too. So I was like, what was the point? And it was just very sad. Mom just said like, fucking loser. Like, and I'm like, stop making fun of me.
Man up.
Triggered. Bad. I felt so depressed because I couldn't taste the food. I could care less if I looked like an idiot eating it. I wanted to taste it.
Yeah.
What is it? I have a story from when I first decided to use an illegal drug. Yeah, marijuana, by the way.
Ooh.
So yeah. So the only reason I did it is because the person promised me that when you get high and you eat food, that food is like 1,000 times better. And my fat ass was just like, say no more. I got this. So we went and like hotboxed in a car. And first time I had ever smoked, and I have not really smoked since. And it was just like I was having like a very bad high because we were in the car with all the smoke, and then my body's just getting real hot. And I'm like, fuck, I feel hot. And then she's like, oh, you want to go to Whataburger? I'm like, hold on. Did you say Whataburger? That shit sounds fucking delicious right now. I'm like, I have drool coming out the side of my mouth because I'm fucking hungry. So we're in the drive-through, and it's and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, are you hot? It's fucking hot. And she's like, no, I'm not hot. You're right. And I'm just like, I'm gonna open a window because we were in her car. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking open a window real quick. So I I roll down the window, and I like throw half of my body outside the car. I'm like, oh, it feels so good outside. It fucking feels nice. And then I get me my usual, which is a double with no less tomato or onion. It's just cheese, ketchup, and mayo. Delicious with a little bit of mustard. And we go in like the parking lot, and we eat. And then before I knew it, I had eaten like all of it except I had like one bite left. And I'm like, where the fuck did my burger go? I'm like, you lied to me. You said this would taste better. I didn't even fucking remember eating my burger. This is this is shitty. And I just wanted to like throw my burger on the ground, like the rest of it, but I wanted to eat it at the same time. But I was like so depressed because I was just like, I was hungry and I wanted to eat, but I couldn't remember eating it.
That's really sad.
It was. I felt so sad.
But I also got a story now because you just reminded me. This literally happened 2 days ago. I was with a couple of buddies of mine after work, and we went in his truck, and we kind of hotboxed it a little bit, right? And because he had this like Pokemon bong that he was like, I gotta show you this shit, and it had like the bong part where like you pull out the thing to like suck in the chamber. It was Arbok's head, and I was like, that's really cool. And so we do that, and I'm like, dude, let's get IHOP because IHOP's like right next to Cracker Barrel. And so we went to IHOP, and it was I guess you could say it was one of those highs where it just made me sleepy, but like
oh yeah,
I'm still wide awake, but I just feel like I'm sleepy.
Right.
And so I'm just sitting there in the booth, leaning against the wall for like support, and like the waiter comes up, and like we all knew right away that he must have been new, because like just because he looked super nervous, and also there's other things that he did that will make it more obvious when we get there. But so he's like taking our orders and like our drinks, and I'm like, pulling on my phone. I'm like, how much money do I have? Like Fuck it, I don't care. I'm going to overdraft today. Like, I'm like, I have a water. He's like, all right, cool. And then like the other girl that I was with, one of the coworkers, she was like, oh, I have a, hot chocolate, and I was like, hot chocolate. Oh, I want that. And so I guess he crossed out water, put hot chocolate, but I meant like I wanted both, And so he comes back later and he's like shaky, like he's holding the tray with two hands, which that's normally what new servers do because they don't have the experience to like one hand it yet,
Yeah.
And he's kind of shaking, and I'm like, oh, this poor guy, because like he looked like pretty youngish, but this was also like at 2 a.m. But he was like the hot chocolate was kind of like spilling over, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, dude, it's cool. Where's my water? My drink? My diet Dr. Kelp? Don't tell me you forgot my drink.
Oh my god.
You expect me to eat these pancakes without my drink? No. But he was like, what, water? I thought you said you wanted hot chocolate. And I was like, I meant I want both. And then he looks so sad. I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. But like in actuality, I'm like half, like one eye is bigger than the other. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Honestly, I don't even care. Like,
the hell?
And then when they bring out the food, and I got the all you can eat pancakes, and I don't know what it is about like being a little bit high, but like suddenly your stomach gains like 50 tons of storage, and like
yes,
and like they brought out the short stacks of pancakes, and I had like 2 to start off with. I was like, oh, that's great. Give me more. It's like, all right. Comes back, here's more. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I think it was like 16 pancakes in. I was like, I feel bad if I ask for more, but I want more. But long story short, it was just one of those where like I woke up the next day and I was like, how the fuck did I eat 18 pancakes?
I know how you feel.
Good God Almighty!
Like my mom will make pancakes and I could barely eat 3 of those. How did I eat 18 pancakes? And I felt like Goku too, because he was like, "You want me to get those plates out of your way?" Because every time they brought me like a new short stack, you bring me like a plate. I'm like, no, I want to stack this. And I felt like Goku, there was just like a stack of plates, and I was like, yeah. But it's crazy, Like it's just what the hell.
Sounds like you were kind of an asshole. If this is the same guy that was having trouble carrying one plate.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
God damn it. No, I gave him like $10. He was nice. He looked like Maui, like a skinny version of Maui from Moana.
You stupid.
He's so cute, though.
No. You say he was so cute?
Yeah, because he was so nervous. And I was like, put on a dress. I'm taking you home. I'm sorry. John, where's my tequila?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Over there.
So, did you see that episode of Super, John?
I did. Did you?
Yeah. Did Aaron see it? No.
No, of course not.
Did Lex see it?
No.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit before you got here. It was a pretty good Vegeta episode. And then Aaron was like, I bet he's still not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I did say that.
Well, I'll tell you what. This episode fucking sucked.
Did it?
See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
It sucked that it took this long to finally get a badass episode.
John said that. John said you're going to say that.
Wow.
John was like, if anything, he's just going to say that it sucked that it took so long to get to something like this.
You guys are making
Not even. We're 100% the truth.
John, you don't know me that. Get out of my head.
Yeah.
At least I'm safe inside.
You know damn well John is that good.
At least I'm safe inside.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
Me and John were just making predictions on how you would react.
Well, I will tell you this. Just initial thoughts before we dive in. This was great. This was probably the best episode in this whole arc, and it pretty much makes me admit that if the next few episodes are as great as this one, because there's only like about 4 left minimum, about before the tournament's over. If they're as great as this one, then it was definitely worth the wait. But if it's not, because this isn't the finale, like the next 4 are going to be the finale. Because at the end of this one, Topo gets knocked out, so the only one left is Jiren. Right. So it's like the final boss, essentially. Because this episode did everything that I've been wanting. They even retconned Vegeta's character mid-arc, because there was a few episodes a while back where I was like, what's going on with Vegeta? Why is he being like old Vegeta and being very stupid? And then in this episode, he's like super smart and super compassionate. Like, I was like, I'll take it, whatever. Like, Super always flip-flops everything. Like, oh, now the Patara earrings only last for 2 minutes. Before it was like,
yeah, this is why I don't watch Dragon Ball Z no more. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Fred would say, "You're stupid."
Yeah, he would.
My friend would say something like, "Oh, Boruto's a good anime."
Which
you could say.
Yeah, coming from the guy who watches Boruto.
Hey, you want to hear my Fred impression?
Yeah,
guys, I love Garlic Jr. Guys, Garlic Jr. Fast and Furious, Eminem. There you go.
You're awful.
Yes, we are.
I'm the best wapper you ever will see.
Wapper? If Fred watches this, I will laugh my ass off.
The best wapper. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wappers.
No, that just reminds me of the Robot Chicken where it has Bugs Bunny.
No.
Yeah. Stop doing the 8 Mile bit.
That shit was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways, so okay, genre. So the beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
Just have an idea. First of all, at first I was like, "Are we really doing this?" Because it took until about like 6.5 minutes before we started getting like new shit.
Yeah. It was just running through all the old stuff that happened last episode.
Like, because it was playing the opening, and then it was showing like, oh, last time this happened, right?
And
then
last time
it did the title screen, right? And then I was like, okay, here we go. And right after the title screen, it was still replaying a scene from like the last episode. I was like, what? I thought we already got the recap.
Yeah.
What is this? And so I was like, oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Like, I thought they were gonna show us something we didn't see, but no.
Like, and so okay, well, this is okay. I'll accept this, I guess.
Right.
So I was already like, oh, here comes the rage. This is bullshit. And then after the 6.5 minutes go down, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the part where 17 and Frieza are gonna get eliminated because Vegeta and Goku are too busy fighting Topo. I mean, not Jiren. And Topo has like this super god of destruction form, and he's like way more powerful than they can handle. Like, like that was like eliminated right off the bat. Like, just Frieza can't even touch him, so much less 17. So I'm like, okay, they're going, and then for some reason, I don't know why. I guess Jiren felt like he was getting overwhelmed a little bit, but he kind of nods at Topo, and then Topo nods at him, and then when Vegeta's about to hit Jiren, Topo steps in. He's like, "Nah, you're fighting me now." So he just straight up ignores 17 and Frieza to start fighting Vegeta, and I'm like, okay, this is different.
Yeah, that actually caught my attention because right before that happened, like you saw that a blast was coming at Topo. Like, I don't know if that was just residual stuff from the Jiren fight, or if like Vegeta and Goku had their attention divided and they were blasting at Topo.
But freaking, what was it? So, oh, real quick though, Frieza's still in, right?
Yeah, Frieza's in there. He's just like really good at hiding. He's not even in the outro.
Because Frieza's doing like this hide and seek thing where Topo's about to hit 17 or something, and then he gets blasted, and then Frieza's
he comes out of nowhere twice.
He comes like out of like
the
rocks, like
what the fuck?
Topo-san. For some reason, Frieza keeps calling him Topo-san. I guess to like mock him, because Frieza doesn't call anyone's like by proper surnames and shit like that. But he's like, "Oh, Topo-san. Oh, you had me scared for a second." I'm like, "Stop." Crushed your head in his hand.
Like, stop poking the dog.
Like, stop trying to. It's like, I swear, Frieza's turned into a Chihuahua barking pit bull at this point. Like, because Topo smacked Frieza around and Frieza comes back talking shit. Oh, wow. You almost killed me. Well, I'm still here, so I guess you're not all that tough. Like, shut up.
It just keeps happening, and he comes back with the same stupid arrogance. It's like it didn't happen where his skull almost got crushed in. Right?
Because like last episode, Frieza did like the ultimate attack, like the Planet Buster, like the same thing he did to destroy Namek, except now it's like way more powerful because he's super stronger. And he's like, "This is everything I got," and Topo just literally flicked a marble at it, and it didn't work. And then Frieza's like, "Uh-oh," and now Frieza's like, "Oh, I'm still alive, bitch." But yeah, so freaking Topo starts fighting Vegeta, and I'm thinking, okay, so this will probably be this Vegeta fight that we're gonna get, like, because I've been saying for the longest time I wanted Vegeta to fight Topo, because when Goku fought Topo, it wasn't like a clear like victory. They were like pretty evenly matched, So I figured for the Tournament of Power, if Vegeta fights Topo and wins, it'll show like Vegeta's, still on Goku's level. Like they're still neck and neck, Like no one's clearly stronger than the other.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is a normal Topo. This is like super stronger Topo. And just to sum it up, the freaking animation that they did for Vegeta in this episode, like, I've never seen Vegeta be so much Battle of Gods Vegeta. Like, don't touch my Bulma Vegeta. Because that was this Vegeta, this whole episode. This whole, like, this is all or nothing, and I'm going to come at you with, like, everything.
Right.
And this is the only time I could think of in any anime where they did a thing of fan service, and I was like, "No, that's perfect. That is perfect." And what they did was Vegeta's attacks were not working on Topo because he has this destruction energy that pretty much erases anything it touches. Right.
Right.
Like it just erases it, like straight up. Like it's not like it's just poof, delete. So Vegeta thinks, well, shit, it's all or nothing. And so he starts charging up. And at first I'm like, oh, what's he doing? Like, this looks familiar. And then it's literally, like, they even show a flashback. He's doing the attack that he did as Majin Vegeta to kill Buu. Like, he's literally going to sacrifice himself to take out Topo.
He's going to self-destruct.
And everyone's, like, flipping out, like, in the audience. Like, Piccolo's, like, because Piccolo was the only one that ever saw it, because Goten and Trunks were knocked out, and he was like, that was the move that killed him, because like after he did it, he turned to stone and he broke. And so Vegeta's charging this up, and I'm thinking like, what the hell? And like he's like, because Topo was saying like, I had to give up everything to attain this power. I had to give up my pride, my justice, like to obtain this God of Destruction power. And he's like, you can't beat me if you're not willing to give up everything. And then Vegeta was like, at first I thought he was going to do the whole typical, like, a Saiyan's nothing without his pride. I'll never give it up, But that's not what he said. He was just, immediately he thought of his family. He thought of Bulma, Trunks, and his new daughter, Bola. And then he thought about Kaba, the Saiyan from the other universe, and how he promised he would resurrect him if he wins. And then he thought about his pride, and I was like, this is the Vegeta that we needed. The Vegeta that puts family first over pride, you know? And he does it. He does like the thing, like the whole, and it takes out like the whole half of the arena, pretty much, like the rest of it.
Mhm.
Like it's this huge explosion, and it knocks out Topo. Like he's out, and Vegeta's dead.
But you know what really did it, right?
They need to stop killing Vegeta. They pissing me off with that.
It was the rubble that fell on him earlier in the episode.
Vegeta's not dead, by the way. That was just a joke.
Yeah.
But they try to make it seem like he's dead, but he's not. But what were you saying about the rubble?
Yeah, remember that part where 17 was fighting Topo?
Yeah, and he tried to trap him in the rubble.
Yeah, that was a good idea, right?
John, stop. Leave 17 alone. 17 thought that if he put a bunch of rocks on top of this god of destruction, that he would win. And then Topo just said, destroy, and it all got erased. And he was like, oh, oh, oh. He did the anime. Nani? Kisama.
Master plan.
So they think.
I like the little jump cut before that. Like he did the little eye thing. Like he saw his opportunity and he needed to take it. And then like he was like, "Holy shit! It's now or never."
Leave him alone. But for Vegeta though, Vegeta didn't die, but he's like completely worn out. Like he has no energy anymore. And I like how they had to immediately explain why he didn't die this time, even though he did the same attack. Because Piccolo's like, oh, that Super Saiyan Blue is really something. It's made him so stronger. And then Gohan's like, yeah, he's so strong now that the attack didn't kill him this time. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I guess you gotta, like, what's it called? What's it called when they, like, over-explain something?
Oh, like
shit.
Never
exposition?
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there we go. It was exposition, like, which anime is always full of, where it's just like, what's that attack? Let me tell you about that attack. That attack is this and this, and this is what it does. That shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't need to tell me. I could watch it. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like the prime example. I play Monster Reborn. Taya, what does that do? It's a card that lets him bring back a monster from the grave. Oh,
I play Pot of
Greed. I play Pot of Greed. This allows me to draw 2 cards.
2 cards?
I summon Dark Magician. What does that do?
Nothing.
This is season 1. I don't even have to sacrifice anything.
Then they take forever to, like, their reactions are, like, so exaggerated. Oh my god. He laid his trap, because then they'll, like, they'll just restate what he just fucking said. And I'm like, yes, we heard him the first time.
I'm sorry, I lost it. God damn it. Yeah, Time Wizard. God damn it.
Brooklyn Rage.
Don't even start. But yeah, so this episode, just all in all, it was fantastic. This is the Vegeta I wish we got in Resurrection F. Mm-hmm. Which we had for like 2 minutes before it got taken away by time reversal, apparently. You know, that's what we got. That's what we got.
I like how Jiren talked.
Oh yeah, I like how Jiren smiled and he turned into Thanos all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like he literally did the Thanos pose of like clenching his fist with like.
Then he smiled and he says, "I'll show you real power."
Jiren, the guy that I said has no personality this whole arc, has somehow cracked a smile. And also,
it's just somehow.
And also, he talks shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? When did he turn into an arrogant douchebag? Like he went from no emotions to suddenly being arrogant because, like, when Topo got knocked out, he's like, pathetic. Can't believe he got knocked out. Goku's like, hey, why'd you say that? And Jiren punches him into a rock. And he's like, so this is the power you can attain, Vegeta, huh? Well, I'm impressed. And he, like, smiles or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Is he turning into a stereotypical cocky DBZ villain?
Right.
Like, oh, it was really weird. It's really fucking weird. It's like if Link from Zelda would just start talking normally. It's like, whoa, wait, you can do that this whole time? Like, so John, what did you think?
Life.
So
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful episode. With God, well, I forgot my words, but yeah, I like the parts where 17 was still strategizing really badly.
leave 17 alone.
He was doing great. He was doing great last episode.
Yo.
Hey, but Aaron, did you see all these pictures?
My phone's about to die.
What?
Shit.
You see all these pictures in the chat?
No, I haven't even looked at my phone to see. Let me see. Where did I put my phone?
Lex should use the last of her phone battery to look at the pictures.
Yeah, give me that
more
furry dick.
It's more of a trap.
Do you want to get fucking smacked?
By
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't really looked at that one. I like how you're just sending nothing but a Stolfo.
Okay. I don't tell you how to live your life.
I'm not saying it's an inherently bad thing. I see Maya Stolfo in there. I think that's the sexiest looking one.
I'll tell you this, and John could vouch for this. When I saw that picture, I went on like this huge 2-paragraph thing of telling him the way he drew his back.
Okay,
oh my
God! But first he started with the criticisms, and then he went on to praise it.
I want to hear the criticisms, though. I want to hear these criticisms.
I can read it for you instead of him just telling
me. For it. Go for it. I like how there's a nut shot going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
A testicle shot. Fuck? That's lovely. Delete this.
Wow. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay.
Gotta find it. It's way back here. Well, why don't you talk about the good things, Rico?
What do you mean?
The good things that you like about it.
The picture.
Why would I do that when you have?
Yeah, I'm getting there, but I'm gonna say the bad stuff and you say the good stuff.
Delete this.
All I was gonna say was the whole point I was trying to make was that I went on like a long time about the back to John. I was like, that back. I've never. I was like, it balances the masculinity with the feminine so well. John, this back, I am going to nut to this back. John.
Oh my God.
Okay, I have it.
Okay,
I've never seen a back so amazing that you just.
So I sent the picture, and he's like, "What's this?" And I say, "Aaron's drawing." He's like, "This is great, but the only issue is the panties aren't curving around the butt correctly." Yeah, he goes, "But holy shit, he captured the figure really well. Like, the masculine features come out really well. Dude, this is the best Astolfo back I've ever seen. XD. Most people draw her too feminine to where it's like you can't tell she's a he until you see the dick. But this just looks like a pretty femboy. I want to have SEX with her. Chaps are the best.
Rico?
When they're a balance of male and female parts. Otherwise, it's just Fuda. End quote.
You need help. You need all kinds of help, Rico.
I forgot about that. Where I was saying, like, to draw anime traps, you gotta balance both parts. Otherwise, it's just Fuda. No, this was like at 3 o'clock. Like,
All right, hoes, my phone's dying. I'm gonna have to make my exit.
All right, you gotta go.
I'm sorry.
Left your
I don't have my. Yeah.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
I have to shut the fuck up. I have to steal my roommates, and I had them. That requires me going into her room where she'll probably kill me.
I mean, as long as you don't walk in or doing anything weird.
Who the fuck is eating?
No one.
No one. What do you? I'll be eating that Astolfo ass in a bit, but that's about.
What the fuck? What is wrong with you, Rico?
I'm okay.
Everything.
You want to stay on the chat until my damn phone dies.
John.
Yeah?
John, would you be down to wear this dress I found?
What?
Would you be down to wear this beautiful red gown that I bought?
I don't do gowns, so.
Okay.
Okay, you're making this fucking weird.
Wait, hold on. I want to see it though. I want to try to imagine John wearing it.
Oh, I'm getting out. Fuck that.
John, what is it? We were playing that damn dating game.
Yeah.
And Alicia got one of the bachelors, and basically I forgot what it was, but they ended up just sounding exactly like you. Yeah. I was like, it was like, and I was just like, it was like all these good things, and then someone put in the bad thing, and I was just like, but he's a hobbit. And I was just like, it sounds like you're gonna just date John. I don't see anything wrong with this. I was just like, this sounds like you're gonna have sex with John. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? But I think it was Alicia that got that one. I can't remember.
Okay, so John.
Yeah.
Today's episode, I went on about traps. Few episodes ago, it was about lollies.
Right, lollies and traps. We're learning so much from you, Rico.
Let's see what happens the next week.
Yeah, so
I meant to
Stan Lee is in the hospital because he heard about Rico's search history.
But the dude, he's 93. He's gonna leave this soon. We have to become prepared because this nigga is 94, 93.
He's gonna live forever.
Nah, they're gonna do the Carrie Fisher treatment to him on the next Marvel.
There you go. They're gonna Carrie Fisher him in every single Marvel movie for now.
They're gonna recast.
That's gonna be very creepy
with a younger actor.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if they did that, I think I would still be happy. I'm not sure.
It's gonna be weird to see Marvel movie one day where there's not Stan Lee, as a cameo.
Yeah, we have to prepare for that, man. Everyone's saying
they're still gonna find a way to do it. They're just gonna have a picture. It'll just be an Easter egg.
Hologram. Hologram Stan Lee.
No, Tupac Stan Lee. Tupac hologram.
Hey, he's still alive though. He posted a video recently saying that he was okay, so he hasn't left us yet. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if one day he's, gone because, I mean...
I thought you meant Tupac. I was like, what?
A hologram Tupac.
He's already gone, right?
That's what they say. Stupid. Hologram celebrities are stupid. They're dead.
Jacqueline. The Hobbit. on the comment, she's like, The Hobbit.
Oh, shit. The Hobbit.
That's funny.
John.
Yeah?
I'm gonna get you drunk.
That's great.
Not today, though.
You sound... Riku, you sound like you want to rape him, but I'm gonna get you drunk. You sound creepy.
No.
That doesn't sound rapey. That doesn't sound rapey at all.
No.
It would sound more rapey. Said it. No. It would sound more rapey if he was like, John, I'm gonna get you drunk, and I'm gonna make you wear this dress.
I'm gonna pound your boy.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, we're not even getting monetized as we speak, but
yeah, we get blocked in
the
4 countries.
That probably isn't even the worst thing I probably ever even said to John.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't know what I have said to John, or what I have or have not said.
John's like my living diary, where like if I like discover like a new hentai fetish, like that day, like that second, I'll like pull up Discord, John. So I just went on Hentai Haven, and
What the? Why are you gonna bother poor John?
And then I sent him this.
stop.
Okay, hold on.
Oh
I
shit!
hate it when you send her.
Shots fired.
Stop sending her. You always do that.
God.
Or like I'll tell John like
God.
I'll tell John
I
some
changed
drama.
it too. I edited this one. I think this one gets his goat.
Oh, I hate when you send me that one.
First of all, she's hot. I love her. I saw her and I was
21?
like, wow.
She's
What?
10 years old, right?
What the?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's when I found out she was.
Hold the fuck up. Hold
Yeah,
up.
she's like underage.
Oh shit! I take that back. I take that back. I
She's
didn't know.
completely-
Shit.
But she used to be
What
a
anime?
mother before she was an android.
Damn it, anime.
Hey, I don't care. I like lolis. You know, send some.
Nigga, shut the hell up before you go to jail.
We already had a conversation about this.
Yeah. Okay. All y'all going to jail.
His explanation of trying to explain lolis was just like him trying not to go to prison.
Guys, look, it's wrong, but it's okay. Like,
Please don't post shit like that.
guys,
Hey, that's a.
stop! Stop!
John, I hate you so much.
The one thing that
Please
John does that
do not
pisses
do
me
that.
off- The one thing that John does the most that pisses me off is when I'll tell him like some serious drama, and he'll send me this other reaction thing where it's the Kizuna girl. She's like, "Well, this has turned into a difficult situation." It pisses me off. They're like, "John, this is serious."
Not as bad as Fred, though.
What does he do?
God damn it!
Let me see. Android 21. Android 21.
When your dad when you bring home bad grades. Oh.
I like how you took a very voluptuous character and you made her into a lolly.
Doesn't matter.
I kind of. Oh my god, this is getting weird. I'm
Welcome
not
to
okay
your
with
podcast, guys.
You know what? I should draw her. I need to draw her next.
Yeah, draw this version though.
Nope.
$80.
I'll draw both. I'll draw.
You
both.
are going to jail.
For what?
I mean-
For watching cartoons?
It's very creepy to me because
okay.
because you have these 18-year-old girls with like giant titties, and then then people like lollies, and it's like, but why when you have these big titty adult women?
Because I don't want to have sex with Hinata. She's 16 years old.
I said 18-year-old, you jackass. 18-year-old women.
And just so you know, she's actually 33.
Rico, I'm gonna stab you.
The girl that I sent right now, she's 33. Like Beatrice from Ray Zero, she's over 1,000 years old.
It's just fuck anime because you can't tell.
There's a lot of smut of Android 21.
Oh yeah, like that.
Yeah, of course. They were just like, she's not human, so it doesn't count. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
She's got a cute English voice.
Her English voice is the cringiest thing I've ever heard.
It's so awesome.
A lot of them.
Where's she from? Xenoverse?
No.
Fighters.
But okay, Android 21's great, but honestly, Toa is still the best Dragon Ball girl ever. Toa from
It's
Xenoverse.
because
she has the
looks like a
underboobs.
lolly.
She has the
Oh
underboobs.
yeah, the underboobs.
And
so
also,
I see like two different versions of her, like her when she was a human, and then her android self. She looks almost like a Majin character.
she is.
Oh, what? Why is she android?
Okay.
So she can't
Cell is
decide.
also an android.
That's fair.
This shit just looks like bad fan art. Well, good fan art, but I mean, these other characters just make it look like they're from fan art.
John, stop. Oh, I had this favorite hentai artist that John hates. And he hates that when I send him stuff. John, you hate him, right? Shad?
Yeah, well, I don't hate the guy. I never met him, but I hate that you're so obsessed with him that you feel you need to spam my inbox with his images.
John didn't like him until he started drawing lolis, and John's like, "Don't send me." Like,
ah, damn, 1%.
All right, here. That's for whoever wants it.
That's nice.
That's for Christian.
I like Saber. Well, because of the feet. Oh, it's lovely. You know what? I want to ask Christian a question because he's into feet. He has a foot fetish. But is there like a certain part of the foot that he finds the most attractive?
Probably the toes.
What the hell?
Like, yeah, okay, but
yeah,
if
probably
it's the
toes.
No, but hold on. But if it's the toes, then which toe?
Just putting your tongue between each of them.
I bet you it's the big toe.
But I don't know. I'm curious. Which toe is his favorite toe?
So ask him. Text him and ask him, what's your favorite toe?
Text him at
Well, let's get him on the podcast right now. Call him
up. You see, like, I wouldn't say like I have like a foot fetish, but I enjoy the female leg as a whole.
Legs are nice. Those anime thighs, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Like if like like when you see them wear like the stocking heels, I'm like, oh.
I like ass.
I've been having to draw a lot of anime thighs. I drew one recently.
I like anime goth.
Ass and
you like
thighs.
Anime guys?
Goth girls.
Yep.
Goth
Wait, what,
girls?
Rico, you like the guys and the girls?
I like whatever looks pretty. I don't like yaoi guys, like how they're drawn with like the long fingers and like the broad shoulders.
I fucking hate that. Why can't they just be drawn like normal anime characters? Like, just be normal. You don't have to make them look.
I told this to John. I'm just attracted to femininity. Fuck, I can't even talk. As a whole, the female. So like, if it's like a convincing trap, it's like that's cute.
This is the strongest 1% my phone has ever given me.
That'd be funny if she just cut off right then and there. This is the strongest 1%.
Shut up. Still here, bitches.
Yeah.
But if I stop responding for too long, you know what happened. My shit has died.
So, John, where are we at for time?
We're at
about
1:32.
Yeah, 1 hour and 32 minutes.
So, should we have any closing statement?
Maybe we still want to talk about a little bit about Aaron's Fallout. Maybe talk about conventions that we might want to go to.
None of them. I can't afford them.
Not when I start selling shirts.
What was the last one?
Remember when I start selling shirts?
Shirts?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Bomb logo right here. What we got?
We have the logo, and then I could come up with some designs for like inside jokes.
Yeah.
If you watched.
Is there gonna be a shirt of me like behind bars saying, "Guys, you don't understand." She's 100. She's 103.
I still want the one where it's Rico, like because on the Discord, John has his character, and it looks like a little chibi version of him, and I wanted another like chibi version of Rico slapping a controller out of John's hand.
Mm-hmm. I want a version, but instead of Sailor Moon, it's Rico right here.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Cops aren't your friends.
Fighting
you want one with Rico wearing the Sailor Moon costume?
Yeah, we'd already planned a skit about it.
Skit. John, are you referring to the fact cosplay as Sailor Mars?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you remember the tuxedo? Remember the tuxedo mask video?
I like her because she wears the heels. She's the only one that wears them.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah, everyone else has like the boots, but she has red high heels, like straight up.
What? Never realized.
Jupiter is a close second.
Hey, guys! I'm gonna give my closing statement.
Okay.
Shit, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Well, then you suck at closing statements.
That was her closing statement. So, anyways.
Eat my ass, y'all. Goodbye. Good night, heifers.
Heifers.
Heifers. I'll see y'all next week, heifers.
Oh my god.
Sailor Venus. Sailor Mercury.
There's like a million things that I told John I'm willing to do if he could just get me the tools for him. Like, what was it? Remember the virgin killing sweater?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to do a picture of that?
Like, no, like John, I think he texted me once saying, if I got this, would you wear it? And I was like, yes. And it's not that I'm into I'm not into cross-dressing, I'm not like secretly trans or anything. It's just the fact that I know that if I were to do that, it would get a lot of fucking attention and people would be like, what the hell? And, it's just like, I just want to, that's something I would do.
You're roboting out, Aaron. Really understand you.
Yeah,
Aaron, we can't hear you.
He's been watching a lot of the Try Guys. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
you were robing out. You had a robo voice.
That was like the worst.
Am I right now though?
Yeah.
All right. What is it? Sabrina's been watching a lot of the Try Guys from BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
And they're like almost notoriously just naked all the time.
Uh-huh.
She likes it a lot. I think it's hilarious.
Oh.
Like they did one where they tried recreating like fashion model like Victoria's Secret photos, not even Victoria's Secret, just fashion like model photos that have been photoshopped, and it was just at one point I was just staring at a guy's ass because that's what's all on the screen.
I think. Speaking about how Rico was doing that, I think I would probably cross-dress if I knew that no one could tell it was me. I think I would do it.
They also did drag. They did some drag racing, not like in cars, but drag queen racing.
Like I told John, like I don't need a fucking wig. I don't need makeup. I'm just gonna put on a Sailor Mars cosplay and just walk around in the heels. Let's go.
You know what? I would do it too, but I like Sailor Mars. She's my favorite.
And I would walk around the Virgin Killing sweater. And what was the other one? Oh, I think I was gonna do Elsa. I dressed up as Elsa once for Halloween from Frozen.
Oh, you should try to do the cat keyhole one.
Sweater, the boob window.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Oh. John, if people are gonna recognize you if you cross dress.
Well, that's why I'm saying I wouldn't do it unless I was really confident that I could. I would have to train.
I'm not confident if people are gonna recognize me. I don't care.
Yeah, but I just want to have the ability.
I need to draw some chicks.
I feel like if John was like totally convincing, like what if like a guy hits on him and he just was really. And it's what
that'd be hilarious.
Me, like I don't even recognize it's John. I'm just like
flirting with John.
Like, yo, you want me to get you a drink, girl? Cause you're looking fine.
You're like, hey, I'm married, but she doesn't have to find out.
You don't have to worry about that. Is that a ring on your finger? Not anymore.
Fuck it, it's not gonna be a ring on my finger after I shove it inside of you.
Oh, that's my cock ring. What?
Yeah.
Super's ending in like a month. I'm super depressed now. I'm gonna finish this tequila.
Oh, what is it? So I was talking to Fred and what you call it, Alexis. So Super is gonna be ending soon, right? Or relatively soon.
Super soon.
So I was super soon. Okay, so I was thinking about we can do a thing where we find recommended anime, or we go out and try to find people to recommend anime to us, and what it would be is like an anime none of us have seen, like any of us, and we would like it would have to be one of those seasonal animes where it was like 12 episodes long or like 15.
No, we're doing Case Closed.
Case Closed?
100.
Fuck that. Because we'd have to do it within the week.
Oh, I don't got time for that.
No, that's what I was thinking about doing. Where we watch one of those like 12 episode animes within an entire week, and then we go on, instead of doing a thing where we all talk about Dragon Ball, we talk about whatever show we just, or whatever anime we watched.
Boruto.
I'm not watching Boruto.
Nah, fuck that. Like,
it would be one of those.
Watched, like, some 12 episode anime that came out last season. Like, what was it? Summer anime. Like, I'm still trying to like catch up with some stuff that's like super short, just because I haven't had time. Interesting.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, I've been super busy. I haven't even seen any of this season's or last season's anime.
The only thing from this season that I'm watching is Citrus, and it's just because they're making out sister. That's hot.
I'm just happy that when I finally look up our channel, it's not someone else, it's actually us.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
That's what happens when YouTube, remembers your search history and figures it's probably looking. Delete your cookies and try again.
I'll try.
Search incognito.
Search incognito. I had to do that recently with my new category of porn that I'm into. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't care. I don't think I've ever once deleted my history. Ever. And the reason why I don't is because sometimes I'll forget the name of something really cool that I watch, and I go through the history like, what day was it? Because, all these hentais are like, just Japanese words, and I'm like, shit, that was a good one, too.
I was watching a couple of days ago. It was nice.
Oh,
can't remember. I've been more active on it recently. So I just deleted my search history, and I'm gonna look this up on YouTube.
Did you delete your cookies?
My cookies, all my cookies. Yeah.
Some
other guy.
You're gonna get Sabrina paranoid. She's gonna check that all your history and cookies are deleted. What did you do?
Like, I watched all of the porn.
Like,
what is it?
God damn it.
There was that. Remember that whole thing with the internet and how you're gonna have to like pay for everything?
Yeah.
Someone like. I saw something on like Facebook. It was like some guy downloaded like 2 terabytes. He was like, I ain't gonna pay for no porn.
Well, I don't gotta download shit. I own lots of hentais.
You own?
Yes, and I keep trying to force John to watch Bible Black with me in English, and he can only get to like episode.
Wait, you trying to force him to watch it with you?
Yes, with me, so we can enjoy it.
Having a viewing party.
Oh yeah,
having a viewing party.
Like I think twice during one stay in Japan, people wanted me to watch hentai with them.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude. But it's specifically the English dub, just to laugh because it's so bad. Like one of my favorite quotes from episode 1 of the English dub of Bible Black is like, so like there's a girl that could grow a dick out of her because she's like a witch, right? And she's trying to fuck a virgin for this ritual, and she's going to the school fucking these girls trying to find a virgin. And so she's like, God damn it! So this girl's like, like riding her like reverse cowgirl style. And she's like, oh, yes, teacher, yes. And she's like, oh, you like that? Then how about you enjoy more of my big, hot pecker? And I'm like, what the?
Big, hot pecker. Jesus Christ.
And there's like the childhood friend that's, like 16, like the main character. But John was laughing because she sounded like an old granny. Oh, Mina say, have you forgotten your lunch? It's all over your face. Like, it's just... John was like, why is a grandma talking? It's great. But yeah, I own like all of Bible Black New Testament, Bible Black only, which was like the OVA.
You really get into your hentai, don't you?
Yeah, and I also got La Blue Girl. That's a classic. I got the whole set of that.
Should we do a thing where we just like watch and then like we just record our reactions?
My reaction will literally just be me gritting my teeth and my arm. That's the only reaction you're gonna get. Oh shit! You know there was this new hentai that it was the only hentai to this day I could think of where I'm like I was just had genuine shame in like liking it because it's just one of those where it's just like if anyone finds it out, they look at you like I don't think I should talk to you anymore, and it doesn't involve lolis like at all.
I'm surprised.
Fuck is that? No, but but look, I didn't like it like in the sense of like I've only watched it once, and it's one of those where it's like I don't think I could bring myself to watch it again. And it's called Euphoria.
Looking it up.
And it's really fucked up because it's literally just torture porn.
What is it? I heard about that like Boku no Pico, but I didn't know if it was like good or bad.
What? No, it's just bad animation and just...
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
But no, like it's not like torture porn like and shit, but it's more like these guys are like in this like game where they're like forced against their will. It's almost like some like they have shit like bombs around their neck, and it's like if you don't do these tasks, you're gonna die, right? And so it's like, oh, to pass this gate, you have to rape this girl and use this rope. And I'm like,
wow,
like what the fuck? It's really messed up. But apparently, it's super popular because the only reason why I found it out is because a lot of people on like social media, like cosplayers that I follow, were like, "Oh, check this out! The story's really fucked up." Because there's actually a story. Like, there's more story than hentai, which is really weird. But check that out. But you know, it's like the human centipede. It's like you hear about it, you know what you're getting into, and you're probably gonna see what the hubbub is about, and you'll probably never watch it again.
I feel like anime should be allowed to have that without it being weird, like complete sex scenes.
Oh, I mean, there's some that have it. I mean, like sex scenes, like not like it, but like they do like the Hollywood thing. You may see a nipple, but you're not gonna see like some penetration.
Oh yeah, I know.
I want to see the animated scene of Goku conceiving Gohan. I want to know how that went down.
That would be a scene.
Like
it's very, very weird to see Goku in that kind of state.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want it to be graphic. I just want to see like I don't even need to see the sex. I want to see the whole thing. Like what led to what. To this day, I believe that Chi-Chi tricked Goku into having sex with him because he didn't even know that what a vagina was until he was like there's no way he knows what the hell sex is. He didn't even know what kissing was. And he's a grown ass man. What do you think, John?
I think you know, things happen. Life finds a way.
Now, you know, I do believe that Vegeta pounded the shit out of him.
I mean, yeah.
Like, let's be real here. Like, I'm pretty like he has a lot of pent up frustration during that arc leading up to the Future Trunks like saga, whatever, the Android saga. You know, like Goku was a Super Saiyan, he wasn't, like that kind of shit. Surprised Bulma like fucking survived that crap.
It just shows how tough she is.
Oh no, she is awesome. Like I said, Toa was the best Dragon Ball looking girl, but I do think Bulma's personality is still the most attractive. Just like that confidence. Confidence is the most attractive thing in the world to me.
I mean, I like Android 18.
Like, but the thing is, like, Android 18 can like defend herself. Bulma talks shit to the god of destruction.
That's
Joma
fair,
does
I
from
guess. I don't know.
Zeroes.
It's like, hey, I don't care who you are. Like, you ruined my party. I'm like, woo! Getting hot.
Sounds like a Mexican woman.
God damn it. I know, except, without the fake nails and the bad makeup.
And the stiletto nails.
And the drawn on eyebrows.
We're not being racist or anything. We're just being honest. It's the difference.
So, John, what's your Dragon Ball girl of choice?
I don't know. Gonna have to say, I'm gonna say 18.
18?
Yeah.
18? Yeah.
Is it weird?
We agree on that, John.
Is it weird to any of you that they still refer to them as 18 and 17 and haven't given them like a nickname?
Not Lapis and Luzili?
No, like not that dumb shit. But I'm just saying, like in general, like 18 married Krillin, right? And like I don't know. I just thought like let's just pretend like there was no stupid quotation marks canon names because they just don't remember them because they're reprogrammed. I would think that they would just give them a name. Because it's weird watching this tournament and 18's in the crowd, right? And when 17 like survived like the blast, she's like, "Oh, 17, you're okay." And I'm like, "That's like your brother." Like, I don't know. It just felt weird to me. Like it's been like all these years, the like over 10 years since the Trunks, like since the androids were created, and they still call each other by like 17 and 18.
Yeah,
it's just a little strange to me, but I mean. It's whatever. I guess you just get used to it.
Right. It's like how I imagine Krillin just calling her 18 like it's Bay or something.
Hey, 18.
I'm just glad Fred's not here to do the damn Krillin voice.
Oh, guys. Here we go. Yeah, I miss that guy. I wish he was here. So I had someone to yell at and put all my frustration into. What if this was the episode where where Fred just says, "Guys, like this episode I felt was really boring." I'm like, what? Like you just hear me drop my phone. You guys wonder where I went. And then like 20 minutes later, you just hear banging on Fred's side, and then like I just burst. You. Oh, that reminds me of something. My little brother recently got a PS4, and so now he was playing Fortnite with me and John once, right? And we were doing pretty good. I forgot where we were, but we were like on the path of like, oh, we might make it to like the final few teams, right? And my little brother fucked up, and I was already dead, but like he fucked up, and like all John hears is like me like throw my headset to the ground, and like a door swing open, and like I'm marching to like my brother's room, and I was like, what the hell? And he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what? You can't play the fucking game. I just thought it was funny that John, all he could hear is like domestic violence going on. And I just come back to the mic like, okay, you guys ready for the next one? Like,
you ready for the next one? We should totally play it again. Except, yeah.
Yeah, well, what are you waiting for?
I need to get on some more. I haven't.
Yeah.
Now that
you guys need to get like Monster Hunter, so we all can play Monster Hunter.
Nah, I can't afford. I can't even afford fighters, and I want fighters bad.
Is that an online game? Can you play it online?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many people can play at once?
4 or more than 4?
In Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Well, let me check how big the parties can get. I know for sure parties of 4 are
The
packing.
doctor. Forget her name. Damn it.
She is.
I was gonna try to draw some of the chicks from fucking.
Honestly, my favorite part about her is always the heels. Like, oh, like
what is that? I got a request from someone they wanted me to draw their original character from Persona, and they wanted them with Jun Lee from fucking Dead or Alive.
oh, that's a cute girl. I'm trying to think of who's like the cutest fighting. It ain't Chun-Li. Chun-Li's cute, but she's not the cutest.
I don't know a lot of the whole.
Who's that girl
fighting
that is like Ryo's student, or is like him but with a skirt and cute?
What?
The
For what
fighting
game?
one in
Which
Street
one?
Fighter.
Street Fighter? Oh, I don't know.
She's like the schoolgirl one.
I never played Street Fighter.
Best girl from Street Fighter is Poison. John knows why.
So the schoolgirl.
Right? I know why too. I'm not dumb.
What, Sakura?
What's her name?
Sakura?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she has like a little mini shitty Hadouken.
Yeah, it's great. Really
yeah, if you're into just, girls that wear a uniform that have no individual personality.
Exactly.
Dumbass. Well, this podcast has been something. This is what happens when Fred's not here to moderate the bad boys.
Right.
Fred's gonna listen to this and be like a disappointed father. Like,
I doubt it. I think I've gotten him down to where he just doesn't give a shit anymore.
I remember the first time I heard Fred say that, like, fuck, I was like, oh, Fred, good job. Like, it's just, I'm slowly seeing him become a man,
Before you know, we'll be out drinking.
What?
Right? I don't know. I think it'd be very weird to go out drinking with Fred.
I feel like he would try. Has he drank like at all?
No, Fred's never drank it before ever.
Because I feel like if he did, it would only reinforce his reason why he doesn't want to drink. Because like anyone who tries alcohol for the first time, it's gonna feel like straight fire. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, like how can you guys do this? This is bad. I'm never doing this again." And then that'd be it. So what we gotta do is roofie his drink. No, I would love I would love and also be disturbed to drink with Fred, because in my head I'm like, that sounds like a fun thing, drink with Fred, like a good buddy, and then I'm like, but it's Fred.
You gotta think it's Fred.
It's Fred. I want to drink with John, and I've done it like a little bit, but like he couldn't even.
To drink with y'all.
John couldn't even finish his drink that I got him at the hookah bar. I got him like a long.
Oh yeah, what's it called? I did that, and then that was my first time. And the second time was at the convention you didn't go to, Aaron. The one where Fred wanted you to go, but you didn't go.
Oh, I think I know which one that one is. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Wait.
One where we went up to New Braunfels, or wherever you are.
Okay.
San Marcos.
Oh, over in San Marcos. It was up in Austin, right?
Yeah. So,
Rico was there?
Rico wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there.
No, but
you just decided to drink?
Yeah, I decided to drink because we made friends with one of the friends that we know from conventions. He had a room there, so he let us hang out in there while we were just waiting to film scenes, right? For his video.
Uh-huh.
So Fred leaves, socialize, and apparently these guys have like $400 worth of alcohol in the room. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try this. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I saw them like mix a water cooler full of alcohol, and then they put it on I don't even know what it's called, like a dolly or something, and they wheeled it off to some other room for a party. But yeah, they didn't take everything, so I got a.
Okay.
I got a what's it called? Root beer, alcoholic root beer soda thing.
Nice.
John,
I have mine.
I really, as not image, as irresponsible as it sounds, I really just want to get hammered with John, like just pumping down shot after shot. Like I want to really like see how far he can go.
That sounds like fun.
Hmm?
I wish I was in San Antonio and I had an apartment down there instead of over here in fucking San Marcos.
Well, who told you to do that?
My girlfriend decided to move to San Marcos because she has to go to college over here, and I decided to go with her because she needed help and she didn't want to live in dorms by herself.
Mm.
Well, I mean, screw you for making the choices. Like, nah.
When was the last time you got like blackout drunk?
Yesterday. That's just.
It's been a while. I don't drink that often, but I'm like a social drinker.
No, I think I told John, but the last time I got blackout drunk was Christmas. Not last Christmas, but the one before that. Like it was so bad to where it was literally like just like blackout drunk. Like my memories of that day are in spots. Like
same here
like,
for me.
It's like I feel like I was Goku doing instant transmission. Like I have a memory where I'm clearly sitting at the table, and then the next memory is me like leaning on the counter, and like one of my cousins who I grew up with, so she's pretty much like a sister, right? She has like this like boyfriend that she's had for like almost a year at the time, and all I remember was just telling him, "You better fucking take care of her, because if you don't, I'm gonna kick your ass." And I'm just take care of her. Like it was like that for like 5 straight minutes. He was just like, "Yeah, don't worry, bro. Like I got this." I'm like, and I looked at her. If he pisses you off, you tell me I'll beat his ass. Give me a beer. Like just God damn it. And then the last thing I remember is my dad, who I never really talked to, like my stepdad. Like just not there's no like hatred or nothing. It's just more like we don't really talk because we have like nothing in common. So all I remember is him taking me up the stairs, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't talk to you." He was carrying me up the stairs to my room, and he's like, "Nah, it's okay." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. I feel like a dick. Like, I love you, man."
For me, I have only gotten blackout drunk once, and because normally I try to be the responsible drinker when I'm with my friends, and I'll try to drink to where I'm good enough, and that's about it. But on my 21st birthday, my parents threw me or had a party thrown for me, and they invited like bikers from their club and all my friends and all that kind of crap. Fred initially, that's when Fred didn't want to go, and he was just like, "I don't want to go over there because you're gonna be drinking." I was like, "All right, look, motherfucker, if you're not gonna go, then we're not gonna be friends. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm tired of you fucking being like this to where I can't drink around you. So if you don't want to go, then we're not gonna be friends. Because if you can't accept it, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing." And then he was just like, "Fine, I'll go." So he finally went. So it started off, and it was like, "All right, cool." And my dad, we're like getting everything ready. He brings over this bottle. He's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "You see this?" And he slaps down this fucking thing of like mezcal liquor. Oh. And I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "I want you to drink this entire bottle by the end of the night." I'm just like, "That's a big bottle. What the fuck's at the bottom of that bottle? And why does it say Scorpion on the front?" He's just like, "Look," and he hands it to me, and I look at the bottom of the bottle, and there's just like this scorpion sitting at the bottom of the bottle of liquor. So it's basically like the worm, but instead of a worm, it's a fucking scorpion. He's just like, "I want you to drink all of it and then eat the scorpion at the end of the night, and I will only accept you as a man unless you do." I was just like, fuck. So alongside with drinking that the entire night, I was given a shot glass that I could only use that shot glass for the entire night, and it was a double shot glass, and I was just like, you're all assholes. And every time someone came over, like a new person came to like visit and say hello and like hang out for the party, I had to take a shot with them. And a lot of fucking people came. And then my grandma came over to me and she's like, Mijo, come take a shot with me. I'm like, Grandma.
That's hot.
And yeah, it was fun. It was until like at the very end of the day or like the night where I had like 16 or so shots along with like I guess body shots and beer. I had like a crap ton, but it was in the double shot. It was like huge double shot class, so it was like 32 shots. And I was just like, fucking God. And it finally came to the point where I had drank all of the Scorpion, and then we're all like huddled up in the garage, and my dad pops off the bottle and then drops the Scorpion into my hand. He's like, eat it. And I'm still like 100% conscious, and I have everything, like I understand what's going on around me. And I fucking eat it, pop it in my mouth, and I start chewing, a little crunchy. I can remember everything. As soon as I went back into the house to go eat cake, gone. My mind left my body, and I didn't know what the fuck happened to me. It was exactly like you said. It was just spots. I remember eating like cake a little bit, and then I remember doing more shots, drinking like Mad Dog 2020 with my cousin. And then I remember my friend Zach carrying me up a flight of stairs to go to my room because I was fucking wasted.
But let me ask you this: how was the next day?
Oh, I felt like shit. I had to go to work.
Well,
because I had 2 jobs. I had 2 part-time jobs, and I worked at 2 different pizza places. And I called in, or I had it to where I didn't go to work that night, or the night of my party, and then I didn't have to go to the first job in the morning. I only had to go to the second job in the afternoon, the night after.
Well, you know, my Christmas drinking sesh, the next day, I woke up. I know I was asleep on my bed when I went to bed. I woke up on the floor, not the floor next to my bed, the floor that's the part of my floor that's like 4 feet away from my bed. And I have vomit all over. I'm in a puddle of my own vomit.
That's lovely. No, for me, they had like everyone try to get me to throw up. They were like shoving fingers down my throat.
But here's the thing, though. I don't remember throwing up. I don't remember crawling over there.
I don't remember either.
And it was just throw up, and it was, you know, not to be too graphic, but, you know, kind of chunky. And it was like I was laying in it. So, like, my face, my hair is all crusted up. I'm like, I just remember getting up, ringing headache. Oh, God. Oh, God. No. Like, I was just, like, grossed out. Like, I was like, it smells in here. Like, I'm gonna have to clean this.
Oh, what is it? When I woke up, there was like a bowl that had like, well, it had vomit in it. It was like empty, but it had like the residue. Like someone, like I vomited it, and someone just like dumped it out and didn't like wash it or like rinse it out. And then Fred had put like a note in there, before he left, and I went to go reach for the note, still all fucking like drunk or like tired, like my eyes were still closed, and I kind of saw it, and I went to grab it to see what it was, and all I was doing was just like rubbing my hand on the inside of the bowl on the vomit. I was just like, oh, that's fucking disgusting.
You guys are fun.
Hang out with us. It's fun to drink.
I would totally do that. I would hang out with y'all to drink and whatnot.
Sounds great, man.
Are you gonna drink with us?
That is yet to be seen, but I will consider it.
We need to get Fred drunk, only because I think it would be hilarious, and I know he would not like it.
He becomes like Rock Lee. Just...
Right.
Shut up. What if like when he drinks, he just loses the lisp?
He has a lisp. I've never really.
What the hell is it called?
Maybe I just. Oh, that little voice that he has?
Where he can't pronounce things correctly at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he just talks fine and his voice drops?
And he's not all like squeaky. His face doesn't look like a rat anymore.
Like he just looks at me and he looks at me like, punch me, bitch. I'm like, what? Oh.
What would you do if Fred suddenly just became like slightly more masculine, or not even slightly, just like a lot more masculine?
I had to beat him down.
Just gotta show who's boss.
Yeah, you can't let him get any stronger.
Gotta nip that shit at the bud. I'm not a stupid anime villain that's gonna give him like 2 months to train. Like, I'm cutting that shit down. Well, this has been a great podcast, guys.
It has been a great podcast. We talked about lollies and traps and medicine
and painful cysts
and cyst and yeah.
We all talked about super, but who cares about that?
Yeah, we talked about super. Yeah, who cares?
All right.
So,
let this be a lesson that we can't have podcasts without Fred because they become super.
They become super
off the rails.
Super something.
Super Saiyan.
And lesson learned is that we need to get John to drink, and we need to make sure it's a good place to where when he crashes, because he's going to crash, he'll be fine.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I really want to go to a con with him, and I'm going to bring alcohol, and he's going to drink in the hotel room, and whatever happens, happens.
We can all three drink in the hotel room. It'll be fun.
It'll be great. I'll make him another Long Island tea. I'll make him a sex on the beach, and then
we might have sex on the beach with John.
Yeah, while Fred watches. Anyways,
good episode. Yeah.
Good episode. Episode 10, Zheroes podcast.
The title of it's going to be called John's Getting Date Raped.
Yeah.